Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. So I know I have not posted a video in a few weeks and I've been super sick and that's why I haven't posted a video. But you guys, I'm also going to be whispering in like a soft spoken voice for this video because my microphone is a little far away, so I want you guys to just hear me still. So I hope you guys still enjoy my soft spoken whisper. But you guys, today I have done so many collection videos in the past, and I know you guys love my collection videos, and this is probably one of my most important favorite collection video I'm ever gonna film for you guys, and this is my bagged air collection. So I have a thing where I like to collect air from past memories and past events, just so I can remember the day. And this really is a hobby of mine. I don't know if there's any other bagged air collectors out there, but I am probably a very supreme bag air collector. And if anyone else collects bags of air, specifically in Ziplocs, leave a comment down below. So I have brought out a few of my favorite bags. I have about 300 bagged airs in my collection, and I have about 15 maybe of my favorite bagged airs. And with my bagged airs, I like to leave a label on there, and some of them do have little trinkets inside, just so I can remember them even further. So yeah, you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and let's get right into showing you guys some of my favorite bagged airs. Okay, you guys, so I'm also going to be taking a sniff of all of my bagged airs, and I'm going to be showing you guys and telling you guys a little backstory on them. So, my first bagged air that I'm going to show you guys is when I found out my ethnicity in 2014. I don't know if you guys can see the label, but yes, this is going to take me way back because this was a really iconic, monumental day when I received my ancestry DNA and I finally found out my ethnicity. So, let's take a smell of it. And hopefully not all the air escapes because I'd like to smell these later in life. Oh my gosh, it smells spicy. This took me back. As you guys can see, there's a little Tabasco bottle in there. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's a miniature salsa verde. And that's because this is when I found out I was actually a little spicy and not fully Caucasian. I am 1% Nigerian and 30% Cuban. So this is actually such an important bag to me because when I found out my ethnicity, it was an iconic day. I really was so excited, so I had to capture some air from this day. But yeah, finding out my ethnicity was it was such an iconic day, you guys, because I found out I had a little flavor inside of me. So let's move on to the next bagged air. The next one is, oh my gosh, this one is such a tragic one. I don't really want this one to like upset myself again, so I'm gonna try to keep a positive attitude. This is in 2012 when I touched my elf on the shelf and I thought I ruined Christmas. So yes, I'm gonna take a smell of this. I'm not gonna smell for too long because this was very depressing for me. It's crazy, you guys. I definitely recommend bagged air for further memories. If you guys are a little slow like me, definitely, because scents bring me back so much. And yes, in 2012, I did touch my elf on the shelf during Christmas. That is why it's a Christmas Ziploc bag. It was such a tragic day because I did accidentally touch my elf on the shelf because I wanted to share my Dum Dum sucker with my elf on the shelf, and I touched him and he fell off the shelf and I was crying. Probably the most I've ever cried before. Because when you touch your elf on the shelf, the magic does go away. And I was so depressed on this day, and I did get coal in my stocking. So let's move on to the next bag. All these are so good. Like some of them I'm really scared because I forgot what they are. But let's just look at this one. Oh my gosh, this one was so tragic as well. I swear I have some happier ones in here, but this is in 2018, you guys, and this is when I thought I had an STD, but actually I had flesh-eating disease. And I don't really want to smell this, but I have to for the video, so... This was so tragic, you guys. I was so happy when I found out I had flesh-eating disease instead of an STD. Basically, I was playing outside in the woods, and I fell down a giant hill. Like, I rolled. It was probably like 100 feet deep hill, and I rolled down the hill, and I got a huge rash on my leg. And it was very, very red, and it spread up to, that area. And I really thought I had chlamydia or crabs for a second, but then I went to the hospital and they said it was flesh-eating disease. But thankfully, my surgeons cut out a part of my leg, and they extracted the flesh-eating disease, so I was saved. That was a very traumatic event for me, so I'm not going to really speak further on it, even though I'm sure you guys would love to hear more about that. But yeah, let's move on to the next one. This one I was looking at earlier, and this one was such a tragic, a lot of these are tragic, you guys. I know I said that some of them were happy, but this one was so bad, you guys. This one was in 2019 when a guy I met on Tinder took me shopping at Ross. And it's an inside joke between me and my best friend Claudia. We like to say that there's this one Nav lyric where he's like, I know your boyfriend took you shopping at Ross, because that literally happened to me, you guys. I kid you not, on the first date, I kid you not, you guys, this guy took me shopping at Ross for a first date, and he bought a weird shirt with a bunch of penguins on it, and he also bought a miniature pocket-sized chair. He literally tried the chair on in the store. You guys, this date was so traumatic and weird because he took me shopping at Ross. That's the weirdest date ever. That's like some Jeffrey Dahmer type stuff. But I kid you not, you guys, he found this chair that was like $6 in the clearance section, and it was a miniature pocket-sized chair, and he sat on it. He took it out of the packaging, and he unfolded this little tiny chair that folded into the size of a large chair, and he tried it on at the store, while he didn't even use the fitting room to try in the penguin t-shirt. He fully tried it on in the middle of the aisle. And this little mini chair, you guys, it will haunt me for the rest of my life. I can't. I just can't do it, you guys. It's like the air really sends me back to the smell in the aisles and stuff. And you guys are probably wondering, how did you get the scent? Well, I do like to carry around a few Ziplocs in my bag in case any monumental memories happen to me. So I like to grasp the air inside of the store. I just knew this day was going to be so weird and iconic, and I just wanted to remember it when I went shopping at Ross on a date. So let's go back to 2007. So this is in 2007 when my dad finally came home with the milk. And this one speaks pretty much for itself, so let's take a sniff. Oh, finally. It's like Christmas, honestly. You should smell this scent. But yeah, this one's a little traumatic for me, so I don't really want to talk further on about this bag, but yeah, let's go move on to the next one. Oh, this one was in 2013. This one was actually pretty cool. Sorry, I'm trying to organize my bag so they look better for the frame. This one was in 2013 when I astral projected and I met Helen Keller. Yes, this one was such an iconic dream. I woke up all sweaty, and you guys know I had to get a smell of this air when I woke up. It smells so sweaty. And it smells a little blind too. So yes, I do have the ability to astral project, meaning I can leave my body when I'm in a deep sleep. I'm able to leave my body. Basically, I do the pull method, you guys, where I imagine that there's a thick rope when my eyes are closed and I'm pulling my astral body out of my human form. And then I end up floating against my body and I'm able to travel wherever I want to in the world. And in this astral projection, I did astral project to a small cottage in France, and there was a lady rocking on a little rocking chair on a porch. And immediately when I knew about her white eyes and the no talking, that it was Helen Keller herself. I didn't really meet her because I don't even think she knew me, because I was trying to say hi, but she couldn't hear me. But she did end up making me really good snickerdoodles after I scared her. Yeah, this one was just an iconic day, I would say. I woke up very sweaty because I was pushed out by an astral guard, because apparently I was not supposed to be at Helen Keller's house, but yeah, let's move on to the next one. What's this one? Oh my gosh, this one was a story, you guys. This one was in 2010 when I ate hand sanitizer in kindergarten and I got sent to the principal's office. And this one I remember very vividly, so let's take a sniff. This was like when my first plastic bag addiction started. Oh gosh, it still smells like crayons. Okay, so basically, you guys, I was sitting at my table in kindergarten with my other fellow colleagues, well, classmates. And basically, I thought it was a good idea to eat hand sanitizer, and I made everyone else at my table eat the hand sanitizer, and I got in so much trouble, you guys. I got sent to the principal's office, my mom had to come, and poison control was called on the phone. It was just, I don't know what I was thinking. I think it was like my rebellious era in kindergarten where I just didn't care. And I wanted it. It was like one of those hand sanitizers where you had to it was a big jug and it was like a pump. It wasn't like the pocket size. Like, that was crazy. It was just insane that I decided to eat hand sanitizer. I don't know if I got drunk or anything because I kind of blacked out that day because I did eat a lot of hand sanitizer. I don't know what was going through my head, but it kind of tasted like reposado, which is weird. But yeah, there's also a little piece of hair in there. I don't know if that's one of my classmates, because I think they did get alopecia because my one friend Susie ended up eating so much hand sanitizer that her hair started falling out and her toenails stopped growing. So it was a little weird. I don't know, but yeah, we can move on to the next bag. Let's see this one. We don't have that many bags because a lot of these were traumatic for me, so I'm kind of explaining a little fast. So this bag, oh my gosh, this was so iconic. This was in 2015 when I had a dream about Anne Frank, and this was after I was just done reading what was the book? Oh, the Anne Frank Diary in 7th grade. And I had a dream that I was with Anne Frank. It was just such a weird, vivid dream, and I was journaling with her and doing vision boards. I don't know if that's like a sign or anything, but yeah, let's take a sniff of this. Oh, it smells like pickles for some reason. I don't know, Anne Frank is just one of my icons that I love and I'll cherish forever because she's an icon, rest in peace. I just decided to bag this air from this moment because I just love Anne Frank, and it was such a weird, vivid dream. I really felt like I was with Anne Frank. That's the crazy thing about dreams, you guys. It's so weird. I was literally with Anne Frank in a dream. But yeah, let's move on to the next bagged air, you guys. So we don't have a lot more. What's this one? Oh, this one was in 2012 when I thought I got drunk at the Hannah Montana concert. And this one, oh my, I have to take a sniff of this. I used up all the air because it smells like crack. You guys, this one was so iconic. Like, I went to the Hannah Montana concert with my friends and family, and I was drinking root beer, and my friend said that it was beer, and I thought I got drunk. I was literally, get the best of both worlds, and I thought I was drunk. Like, this one was just such an iconic day, because Hannah Montana, rest in peace. Hannah Montana was just such an icon, and I can't believe I had the privilege of going to her concert. Like, it was amazing, and I just had to get that air. There's still a little air left in it, so I didn't sniff it all, but it still was a really iconic day. I will still keep the Ziploc baggie because there's still moisture from the concert inside, and yeah, I wish that I went to the mosh pit, but I was unfortunately like 4:30, so I couldn't. But yeah, let's move on to the next bag to air. Oh, this one was so iconic, you guys. This one was in 2007 when I threw my hat in the crocodile enclosure. Basically, I was really pissed off that I couldn't get this kangaroo hat at the gift shop at the Milwaukee Zoo in Wisconsin, because it was close by my house. Not really close, but yeah, I was super pissed at my mom, and I threw a hissy fit outside of the crocodile enclosure, and I threw my Chicago Cubs hat into the enclosure. And yeah, and my cousin Jack and Ella were with me, and it was a very iconic day, and Jack actually ended up throwing his hat into the enclosure as well, because I feel like I'm really like a leader and not a follower, and yeah, I was pissed, so I threw my Chicago Cubs hat, and then the zookeeper had to come with this large stick, and he had to fish it out of the pooey water. But yeah, let's take a sniff of this one. It just brings me back to the musty smell of the zoo. Like, just the pooey, like animally air. That's what it smells like. Pooey animally air. But yeah, this day will be forever iconic to me for some reason. Like, it's just a memory that I'll always, like, remember. Oh my gosh. This was in 2009, guys, when I literally projectile vomited from eating sauerkraut. You guys, it was so weird. Like, I tried sauerkraut for the first time, and I projectile vomited. Like, sauerkraut is literally disgusting, you guys. I don't even want to smell this. Smells exactly like sauerkraut. But yeah, I projectile vomited, and then my mom, she found out I hated sauerkraut from me projectile vomiting all over my Jimmy Choos. Yes, I had Jimmy Choos when I was like 7, and I literally, my mom, every time I was bad, she'd make me eat a spoonful of the sauerkraut juice, and it was disgusting. If any of you like sauerkraut, you're sick. No offense, but just my own opinion, sauerkraut is awful. Like, I love pickles, like, I love pepperoncinis, olives, anything sour, but sauerkraut it tastes rotten. It's disgusting. Yeah, this one was, I don't even want to let the air out because I'm really smelling the fumes from it, so yeah, which one should we do next? Oh my gosh, this one is gonna give me anger issues, you guys. This was in March 2022. This one was more recently. This is when I got in a fist fight attacked at West Elm. It's a furniture store, and there was no one in the store, you guys. It was 30 minutes before close. I was by myself. I had my mask below my nose so I could breathe, and I hope no one calls me a Karen or whatever, but there was no one by me. I just wanted to breathe in peace because I cannot breathe in masks, you guys. I have a deviated septum, so it's very hard to breathe in masks, so I had it below my nose. And this couple comes in the store, and they had a mask on, like the N95. I'm not judging, just descriptive words here, you guys. And they basically, my mask was below my nose. They were so far away from me, and this Karen, she yells at me. She's like, "Put put your mask on. And I was so taken back. I was like, what did you say? Because I didn't know what she said. And she was like, I said, put your mask on. And you guys, I don't know if it's the Leo rising in me or what, because I love to argue and I love to start stuff. And this person, I yelled at her. I was like, why don't you mind your own business? That's what I said to her, because I was minding my own business, looking at the velvet sofas while she decided to attack me. And the husband immediately turns around and is like, what did you say? You're not gonna talk to my wife like that. She's pregnant. Really? Like, he was screaming at me in West Elm as I'm running around a king-size bed because this man is trying to attack me. And he starts throwing punches at me, but I'm literally sprinting around this king-size bed. It was so traumatic, you guys. Like, this couple were insane. Like, I don't know why they love to speak up, but, like, just mind your own business, for God's sake. She was yelling, my wife is pregnant. Do you want to get her killed? Just because I had my mask under my nose. Like, you need to chill. Bring it down. Like, oh my God. I don't even want to smell this air because it's going to give me anger issues. So I'm not going to smell it, unfortunately. It was just such, like, annoying day. Like, I swear to God. Okay, my last bag, you guys. This one was actually my ex-boyfriend's morning breath. And yeah, I also have a miniature screw in there because I just wanted to remind myself it was just a screw. But yeah, my ex-boyfriend, he had the worst morning breath, you guys. It smelled like rotting Taco Bell and feces. I don't know if he had gum disease or something, but I would wake up and I would immediately pass back out from how bad his morning breath smelled. So I'm just gonna take a whiff of this because I'm kind of scared. You guys, I literally passed out from smelling that. Like, I'm so glad I broke up with him. His morning breath smelled atrocious. When I say atrocious, it was atrocious. But yeah, I just wanted to remind myself on how awful this morning breath was and how better my standards are gonna be next time, because on my next dates I'm literally gonna be like, let me just smell your mouth first. Like, I don't know, you guys. But yeah, you guys, that was it for my bagged air collection. If you guys want a part 2, definitely let me know. But yeah, subscribe to my Patreon if you guys want more content from me. And I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.